Okay, so if you are watching this, you have chosen to do Hagen-Meyer's elephant picture, which looks like this. Very cute. Okay, so we got a lot of starting work to do with the elephant. First off, you're going to need your tracer. Make sure you put it the same way as the slide. Makes life a lot easier. And you are going to trace very lightly and very carefully around the outside of the elephant. Holding your pencil straight up and down does help. It's awkward, but it does work. Okay, so baby elephant has now been traced. Okay, you can almost see all of mine. There we go. Okay, so now what you're going to do is we have to start figuring out where the trunk is and the eyes. It's not easy. So you're going to look very, very carefully at the slide. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to separate the ear from the trunk. To do that, you are simply going to draw a nice long curve like this. And kind of be careful where it is inside the elephant's head. And then at the end, we're going to make a little smiley mouth. Like that. Then you are going to make another curve that goes around like this and goes all the way curly Q style like that. Okay, as long as it's close to that, it's going to look great. We now have our little elephant's eyeball. Okay, now we need to separate the head from the ear by making this line longer. Voila. Okay. And then we're going to finish off the head and body right there. Then you can go in and make your oval and your little shiny mark. Then we need to draw a big old oval like that on the other side, because our elephant's a little bit goofy, and that's the way we want it. Okay, so now we have the elephant's eyeball and its other eyeball. We'll worry about adding other stuff to it when we get to the markers. So now I'm going to go over here and finish his ear like that. And then I have to actually draw in his little tail, which is a curve. And then what looks like a leaf shape. So I'm just going to draw a leaf. And it looks like it has another hole inside of it like that. And then his feet. 1, 2, 3 bumps. 1, 2, 3 bumps. And then I just have to finish off his belly like that. And I have my baby elephant. Now it's time to switch to my Sharpies. Now, these Sharpies are like pens. You cannot push with them or you will ruin them. The first thing we are going to do is we are going to go all around our elephant and make all our pencil lines black. You can make them slightly scratchy like I'm doing. That's fine. I'm carefully trying to stay on my lines, but if I get off of them, that's okay too. And you can see I'm adding a little bit of scratchiness to them just to make it a little bit more like her work. mouth. That. Get into the eyes here. And this is where I can start to add a little bit more with my Sharpie. So I can see that each eye has a nice fat set of 3 eyelashes. So my guess is that this is what Hagemeyer wants to say is a girl elephant. Okay. Like so. And then I can also use the skinny black Sharpie to fill in our elephant's eyeballs. Like so. Being careful not to get any black marker in that little shiny mark in the eye. Now that should give our elephant a lot more character, and you can see that that is indeed the case. You'll also notice that each eye has kind of a second line going around it. You can add that at this time. Okay, and then you can see that the artist also has added some little patterns, which are shapes or lines that repeat, in certain areas of the elephant. And if they are black in the slide picture, okay, you should be doing them with black marker. Okay, so things like these spots she made, I can start drawing those with the marker first, and then I look at what else she might have drawn there. It looks like these quickly drawn little hearts that go along the edge of the ear, and they kind of change into just these shapes. Now, I also see that she drew some very, very quick little daisy flowers, or whatever they're called, in here. So be expressive with your Sharpie. Does not have to be perfect. Okay. She's got some dots going on down here too. And then I'm going to move into the leg. And she looks like she has kind of a curly-Q thing going on in here. She's also got some hair going around the outside of the entire animal. So you can add that too. And I'm going to keep adding more hair going around our pretty little elephant as we go. So, that's basically what we have to do, is search for areas of the animal that she used skinny black marker on and add them in with our skinny black marker. The nice thing about this is that the watercolor paint we're going to use to paint these later, this black Sharpie shows right through the colors and you can see them perfectly. Okay, I'm seeing a few little black dots inside of this orangish shape on this left side, so I'm going to add those a while. I'm going to draw all this other stuff later when we are using paint and the white markers. And let's get this crazy zigzag line going up through the elephant's ear like this. And I think, girls and boys, that I'm almost done. I am. Okay, I've got the hair and the body. I've got anything that's black pretty much taken care of. So, that's it for the first part of this project.